大家好，我叫铃木树平。因为现在不在日本，我用这个路上就参加这 Hippo 的 LMP 的活动，请多关照。So hi, I'm gonna be going on in English here, but my name is Soppei Suzuki, and since I'm not in Japan right now, I'm gonna do my presentation in this video. My hometown is a city called Yokohama, and I've been living in some other countries, but I was born there, and so I guess I'll call that my hometown. But now I'm in Los Angeles, California, and I live in a city called Northridge, which is really close to Hollywood. The reason why I came here is because I'm going to a university called California State University Northridge, and my major there is music. So I was born on March 31st, 1994. That's me as a baby. So I'm 20 right now. I'm going to be turning 21 in March. And those are my parents, my dad and my mom. My dad Kenshi and my mom Teruyo. I also have an older sister named Tomoko, and she's 1 year older than me. Well, she's actually way taller than that, so let's make it like that. Yeah, that's better. So this is my family, and since my parents were both working at Hippo, I was automatically a Hippo member ever since I was born. I know there are a lot of members out there who were born and raised in this environment. Basically, there are a lot of cities going around the house and a lot of guests from all over the world, including Japan, talking to you in many different languages. So I was immersed in this multilingual environment, and eventually I started talking in different languages too. I remember my first foreign language was French, since there was a boy named Sylvain staying at my house for a year. But when I spoke in French, everyone treated me like I was a genius, and I really enjoyed it. So, since then, I've been enjoying talking in different languages and talking to many other people. So, that was my early life, living in a multilingual environment. That was what I would consider normal for me. And I found out that that wasn't normal for everyone since I went to school and I said hola to everyone and everyone was so confused what I was even talking about. I found out that Hippo is a unique community. I also found out that going to exchange programs or going abroad wasn't normal for everyone. I remember telling my teacher I was going to go to Russia for the summer as a homestay program, and she was extremely surprised that it surprised me, and I kind of started hesitating talking about it because I wanted to feel normal. I remember when my friends came over, there were the CDs going on all around the house and in different languages. But for me, that was completely normal because I was born and raised in this environment. But for my friends, it was completely unusual, and they were surprised and asking me what it was, and I was kind of embarrassed talking about it. And also, it was really hard to talk about what was going on in the house. So since I knew the Hippo was a minor environment, I had two personalities and I kind of separated them, one for Hippo and one for my school. And they were both completely different. And then I started thinking, what if Hippo was a major environment? So then comes my thesis of what if everyone in the world were Hippo members? In Chinese, 如果世界上所有的人为了 Hippo 的成员 and in Japanese, もし世界のみんなが Hippo メンバーだった。So I was thinking about what was so special about Hippo, and then I came up with three words, which is tagengo, tabunka, and tasedai, which is multilingual, multicultural, and multi-generation. Starting with multilingual, having to experience when you're watching some TV shows from abroad, and especially as a Hippo member, you come to pick up some words, and I completely enjoy that, and I think that's more enjoyable than watching it with overdubs or anything. So for me, I came to the point where I was thinking about translation, and is translation really necessary? Take an example of the international political meetings where the world's or the country's head leaders gather up, like World Summit and everything. And for me, I completely understand that they need to use interpreters and everything because they have to completely understand each other. But using the interpreters too much kind of makes me feel that they're creating a wall between them because they have less personal conversations. If they were Hippo members and they would love to use even a little bit of their language, I think that'll make a better relationship and better community or a better world. And I completely know that from my experience by walking in Tokyo where I see a lot of foreigners and If I wasn't in Hippo, I would never pay attention to what everyone was talking around me because I won't be interested in all these languages. But since I was, I kind of look around and listen to whatever everyone's talking in, what language they're talking in, and I'll try to communicate with them. And even if I only know one word, if I talk to them in their language, they become so happy, and it's so fun and more enjoyable, and we get a better relationship. I think that connects to a better world. And going on to the multicultural side, because of that, I have many friends from all over the world, and I've stayed at their house, they've stayed at my house. It's like I have many families around the world. And if there were more Hippo members, or if the world was full with Hippo members, then I guess the world becomes a huge family. And that is like an amazing thing. Going to the multi-generation side, for me, as living in the Hippo environment, I always had a chance to talk with elder citizens and little babies, and for me it was a great experience because a lot of young generations these days don't know how to react or how to talk with elder people, and they get mad easily or they get into fight, which they don't know how to fix it or why it happened. If everyone was a Hippo member, then they'll have more experiences of talking with other generations, and it'll be easier for them to understand each other. And lastly, the major problem that the world has right now is, I guess, wars. Having conversations has helped many countries from doing war, and I think that everyone just doesn't know how to communicate when they speak the different language. If the world was full with Hippo members, then we will know how to speak to them because we do that every day. I think Hippo does have the possibility of making the world a better world and a peaceful world. If I can share this idea with people from all around the world, I think the world will be a much better place. And now I'm in LA, and we do have a Hippo club here, but the community is still small. Since I've been helped by Hippo so much that I think it's my turn to help Hippo by spreading out this idea and increasing the member of Hippo. And that's it for my presentation. Thank you!